Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday from your favorite granny, better known as Foreign Blood TV. Today we're going to talk about your favorite interviewer, Mr. Marcus, or Little Man, or Man, or whatever we choose to call him this day. And I love all those names. But listen, let me start here, Marcus. Let me tell you something. You went over there on Yarvo's channel, trying to prove that you weren't this guy, and wouldn't nobody say this to your face, and blah, 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 blah. Marcus, this is what I need to know. First, hold on. Let me educate you. Those that know they're truly about that life, you don't have to debate back and forth with somebody about truly being about that life. Now, in order to be about that life, you've had to have put some work in at some point in your life to claim you're about that life. Now, just because you say you're not that person, or won't nobody, or wouldn't nobody, that doesn't necessarily make it true. Now, you can't, let me tell you something. You go by, because the way the people you're around, the caliber of people you're around, because they only take things to a certain limit. But Marcus, this was it from day one. They were always goofies. Just like people think you're goofy, just like CJ. CJ, ain't nobody once ever think CJ was about that life. But let me talk about this CJ thing. CJ is a loose wire. He definitely ain't the best of the best. He definitely ain't putting fear in a lot of people's hearts. But he's a loose cannon either way. And it doesn't, even if it's because something going on up here, whatever it is, whatever, it's still those loose cannons you gotta watch. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You do whatever you want with this information. Listen, I don't care nothing about the little hug. I don't care nothing about you throwing out the little cash app. To me, that doesn't mean too much. It doesn't mean nothing at all. And like I said, just because of the caliber of people you're around, and they don't stand up to you in a certain way, or a certain form, or a certain fashion, that's what makes you think that you're that guy. Now, who am I to tell you, listen, you feel like whoever you need to feel like at the end of the day. We listen, we don't judge. I understand you. For some reason, you got this, I don't know, something about you wants to be this rough, tough, outside guy. At your age, and that's how I know, once again, this is proof that you really ain't been outside. Not us that been outside, don't get it twisted. We're not saying, oh, we wish we never did it, but you have to be cut from a certain cloth to get out there to survive and apply the pressure and do this and do that. I mean, you have to put actual, that's why there's different levels to everything. You see what I'm saying? And no, ain't none of us like, oh, we wish we didn't do it. No. But we had to go through, not go through. Let me take that back. We had to allow some things to happen in order to understand we were those people. And once people knew, that was it. We didn't have to constantly talk about it. Because once you do that real quick, lash off and let them know you're about that life, the word spreads. And they know you're about that life. The hood is the hood. The streets is the streets. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know everything about everybody, regardless what part of the street you involved in. So the fact that you think you got to sit there and art, just because you got on there cussing, was you even rolling up? Is that what I seen? Just because you got on there and did that, that meant absolutely nothing. That just meant here was a man talking. Like I said, I need to know what work did you put in to feel you were that person. Are you just claiming it? We seen the little boxing match, and we see you had to take that off screen. So is it because you go to the gym? Is it because you're living through someone else's stories? Just because you say won't nobody do nothing, that's a lie, big dog. You know it, and I know it. That's a lie. No, it's just the people you're around ain't gonna do too much nothing. Quit acting like won't nobody. Don't do that. Don't do that. Pay attention to who you're around. The unhoused, the down bad, the mentally, you ain't around the real illas. You're just not. You're just, I don't know why you want to be or why you want to claim to be part. If that was for you, you would have chose that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But you be secure, child. Listen, I am not tripping. Now this Lex thing. Y'all talking about, oh, she's so different from everyone else. No, let me tell you something. The only thing about Lex is she's able to have a good conversation. What makes her better than anybody else out there? Everybody, oh, she's better. She's different. She don't want to be around them. She don't want to do this. She don't want to do that. What makes her so much better? Because last time I checked, she got a whole ankle monitor on. So A, if you didn't do nothing, B, you was that goofy to get yourself caught up? I think not. Any woman that's outside at 4 o'clock in the morning, that's questionable to me. Because I know what's outside after 2. I know what's outside. If you were coming from work, my mistake. But let's go back to, she ain't got that monitor on for nothing. Let's be real. You sitting there, wait a minute, this is the same woman we sat there darn near hugged up with the man she just met. And when you met her, you talk about distance, this girl, you was hugged up. You was hugged up with the man you just met. So we keep trying to make it seem like Lexi's this different breed and she's so much better. No, she ain't. What? Because she went and got some braids put in? What? No, I won't say that. I had to catch myself. I will not say that. I'm not trying to be part of the problem. I'm trying to be part of the solution. I'm a work in progress. I'm an imperfect person. Let me catch myself. Now listen. Marcus. Back to this Maya thing. Part 2. Ain't no way as a grown man in my 40s, I'm running behind any children other than my own. Not for an interview. Not for anything. Not for anything. First of all, when he called me, it would have been a, what do you call it? Nothing burger. It would have been, but you went and pulled up. You pulled up because once again, they're your storyline. That's who takes care of your family. And it is what it is, so the fact that you pulled up, the minute he took off, you know what I'd have did? I would have went and got in my car. That would have been it a long time ago. If I had to survive off of social media and that was my only income, I wouldn't even be going. Look, we'd have been taking chances every other week with a new person, 2 or 3 people. But since you've made them your main storyline, but I'm telling you, he said, I'd have been in my car so fast, he'd have been calling me like where I'm at. But no, not you. You're built different. You said, now, let's jump ahead. When we get, I'm talking about they up on the stairwell. Not they just said, I'm talking about took off running with the little one. With the little one. The little one up there on the carrier, on the step, she gone. She's still running out there in a brassiere. Well, you felt uncomfortable because what you said, but you didn't. I'm trying to figure out what you running for, because you the same one that need this man's money, Maya. That's why y'all set this interview up. What is it, sis? You need a Pampers? Y'all hungry? What's going on? Because K3 ain't taking care of y'all. What's going on? So you running from the same man that you put your man up to calling? It seems to me, little sis, like you just outside without a cause. Now, instead of being at your mama's house, like a big girl would, you running around on the stairwells with the little one, that he be in the seat too long, a little flat, just saying. He be in the seat a little too long. You run around with the little one in your brassiere. You just gonna run up and down the stairs through the hallway with all three of y'all? You wait a minute, you that grown that you running? What you running for, sis? What you running for, sis? I'm trying. When I seen that part of the video and the little one just sitting up there in the little chair and you was still trying to get, where you running to, sis? Not the same one that busted it open, birth to, talking good-ish. You know, want to do this, want to do that. What you running for, sis? Make that make sense. Where you going? Where you going, baby? What you doing? I'm trying. What we doing here? What you doing? What you doing? I hope you went home since that video. You want to be, you thirsty in a different type of way. You just want to be seen. It don't even matter who see you. It could be anybody. From what we hear, you was trying to let, what the boy name is? Heaven Man. Was there talk about getting a room? I hope that ain't true. My gosh, I hope that ain't true. In K3, especially if you back in her face. I pray that ain't true. I pray it ain't. I'm trying to figure out why Maya got... Hey, we don't know if CJ telling the truth or not, but if he is, why? But you know what? Oh, we forgot. Just like Maya was talking to the other ninja on the phone. Telling whole life stories and business. How you feeling today? Oh, guess what? Such and such did blah, 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 blah. That's questionable to me, Maya. What you showing me right now, you pretend. You don't even pretend. All you did was have a baby by K3. You ain't never act like you was down. You just want to be part of something. That's wild to me. It's a lot of little, like you outside. This one, you just like Marcus. Y'all, certain people just want to be part of something. It don't even matter what it is, how minute it is, how wild it is, how meaningless it is. You in the Pando girl with little bags, y'all living out of plastic bags. Oh, I guess you just throw it away or leave it there. It's just a lot going on. Feisty. Let me talk about Feisty. You over here mad the aunt fired you from a job you ain't never get paid from. You another one. You want to be part of something. You just want to be a part of something so bad, it don't matter. It's mind-boggling. Y'all just be outside without a purpose or a cause. I understand you young, but once you had them 2 children, that went out the drain. Feisty, you got 3. That went out the drain. I don't know. I'm going to say it again. I know we imperfect people. I get that. I understand we learn from our mistakes. I get that. I don't see no lessons being learned here. I just see goofiness after goofiness after goofiness. Ridiculous move. Wasted time. Who made time? That's all I see. Every single time. And the fact that y'all depended on Marcus to feed y'all, put y'all up in a room. You know what I'm saying? Now, Marcus, you done went and set up a 4-man. You know, like a 2-man. You done went up and you done set up a 4-man. Wait a minute. You linked people up thinking there was going to be a 4-man, bruh. How do you do that? Now, listen, if you're going to do your movie thing, do your movie thing. Listen, but this is what I be talking about, how you be violating, baby. So you got a plan for a 4-way that don't nobody know about but you? But this is a legitimate business you ran? You run it? Well, because you go to the drugstore or send someone, y'all getting corner store tests? It don't make sense. So you just bringing 4 people together and hoping it goes down? You ain't even, it just sounds, if this is a business you gonna run it right. That's all I'm saying. If that's a business you gonna run it right and act like you got common sense, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit in life. It don't even matter what it is. Just act like you are 40-something years old. That's all I'm saying. You the one chasing Maya and children and getting snaked and babies by interviewees. And just think about everything you got going on. You're the one going through that. You. And you've glamorized it and you've made it seem okay. Child, a lot of us won't even make time. Listen, if I had a choice of being in the situation you're in or going back to the streets, you know what I would do? I would be right back in them streets, taking penitentiary chances. I would never. I don't even take that back. Two types of people in the world. One that lays up and makes it happen because they want to. The other one that lays up and depends on people to make it happen for them because they have to. Which one are you? I'm just saying. What is today? Thursday. Happy Thursday. You guys, please like and subscribe. Let me go ahead and shout out a couple people that I rock with. Content creator wise. I love it. I love all the content creators. Don't get it wrong. And I'm going to forget some names. You know, I ain't no good with names. Sunny, my baby. Sunny on go. She keep changing her name. Always my baby. Troy. We're different, but we're the same. I rock with Troy because we feel the same way. And one thing about me and Troy, if we feel a certain way, we ain't afraid to say it. We don't hold back. And we say it with kind of grace. We could say it another way, but we try to keep it a little age appropriate. Sitting on satellites, I rock with her. You know why I rock with her? She creates good content. She's funny. She got time to edit. See, it takes all of us different content creators to make these storylines work. It takes all these different, you see what I'm saying? People, we share the same crowd. We all share the same crowd. Let's just be real. Chances are who watches your video watches my video. The people on Yarvo's panel. I call it a good time. You know what I'm saying? I like content creators for different reasons. It could be the way you deliver, your voice. You make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? We could be talking about the same subject and have two totally different opinions, but I can still like your channel. As I get down, I don't even discriminate. There's enough money in the YouTube streets for everyone, just like the outside streets. The bigger your bag, the harder you work. That's it. The harder you work, the bigger your bag. Ain't no reason to hate. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. If it ain't, it ain't. It's just like the streets. One day you're here, you could be down here. It's up to you if you get back up there. I mean, so I like who I like. I'm just saying. But listen, y'all, happy Thursday. The weekend's coming. May you have a beautiful weekend. Our youngins getting ready to go back to school, y'all. Well, mine are oldies. But it's almost time for them to go back to school. Thank you, summer. Just go by that quick. I love y'all. Have a great weekend and have a better next week. Screenshot. Who's your favorite granny? Who's your favorite granny?